around about 2 years ago, I learned a breathing technique and it skyrocketed my productivity. Welcome back to day 18 of 90 of One Take Wonders, a series where I'm filming myself for 90 days straight, building a business from scratch while managing my B2B media agency. Okay, so have you ever noticed that, like, sometimes, you're just looking at a screen or a book, but you're not actually looking, like, you're not actually in it, like, you're just somewhere else. Or, like, like, there are some situations, or like you get a text, or like, like a message or something, and you make much more of it than what it is. Like, in retrospect, you always look back and you're like, oh, it wasn't that deep, like, why would I make of it like that? Like, these subjective things kept happening, and I kept noticing that, this stuff is happening. But like, I couldn't deal with the mind, with the level of the mind, right? Like, in the sense that if I was overthinking or stuff like that, even though I knew I was overthinking, like, I couldn't tell my mind to stop overthinking, because then it would like, think more. Like, like, you can't deal with the mind, with the level of the mind, right? So just out of curiosity, like, I was on Twitter, I was on X, just scrolling, and like, I came across this thing called as Sudarshan Kriya. So I was actually, coincidentally, I was reading this book called the Autobiography of a Yogi at that time, and it was like one of the first, like, books, like, that I had read ever. Like, and yeah, then it just led my curiosity wild, and through Twitter, like, I found out about this, and I learned that there's like an online Zoom ka course, like, over 3 days, whatever. So I thought, okay, you know what, like, let's give it a shot. What do I have to lose? And oh my god, like, I used to be on my asthma inhaler twice a day, twice a day for 2 times each, like, 4 times a day, for 9 years, and I got rid of it. I've not touched it since the past, like, 11 months. And yeah, like, in terms of, like, productivity, objectively, it is wild. Like, the gains were wild. Like, there was, like, I could totally immerse, like, into my work when it was work, and, like, when it was not work, I could, of course, like, let loose and stuff like that. Like, it is wild, it's inexplainable. Like, the subjective aspect of it is something that you've got to experience for yourself, because it gives you something that you need, right? But, like, objectively, in terms of my health, in terms of my, even my skin, like, if I used to be filled, like, I used to be red with pimples or whatever, but, like, even you can look right now, so it happens everywhere in Bombay, even around the world. You can just simply Google it, Sudarshan Kriya near me. Okay, bye, levers are done, see you.